Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Sanibel and Captiva Guide. We are here to give you a bit of an update about the island. So we've got the drone out. We thought we'd take you along for a ride.
February 18th, 2026, and here we are on Blind Pass Beach.
If you look over ahead of you, you can see the bridge.
That's Blind Pass Bridge.
Separating Sanibel and Captiva. Good news, both the parking lots are now open.
Yep, we have Blind Pass parking lot, and the one on Captiva is called Turner Beach parking lot.
They were closed for the beach renourishment, which you can see dead ahead of you. You can see that large berm of sand that stretches the entire length of Captiva, and probably Sanibel, I'm not sure to be honest.
After they did Captiva, they started on Sanibel, and they're going south on Sanibel. So you can see that's the aftermath of the beach renourishment on Captiva. It's meant to stop the
big surge, I guess.
Exactly.
And on top of that flat part, they've actually planted lots and lots of sea oats all the way down. Hopefully that will bind the sand together and stop a surge. Not everybody's totally happy about the big berm. It's actually obscured some views, some waterfront views, but you know, I guess there's pluses and minuses to everything. The houses that you see dead ahead of you, their water access is somewhat limited after the sand from the beach renourishment has now washed into Blind Pass, as you can see there. So looking dead ahead, that's looking towards Sanibel, and you can see that it's actually nearly closed the entire pass there. That water that you see in front of you is actually really shallow. We're just watching people swimming out here a minute ago, and probably only about 2 feet deep, I would say.
People are basically wading through it.
And lots of good shelling though, so.
Yeah, absolutely. There's tons of people out here doing the Sanibel stoop. They all have shelling bags, shelling scoops, so I assume they're finding lots of good finds.
Now you can see dead ahead, obviously, the Mad Hatter and the cottages that were there.
Castaway cottages.
Castaway cottages have not been rebuilt.
Yeah. Lazy Flamingo 1 was here, as well as the Captiva General Store. So they were all knocked down after Hurricane Ian, so we're waiting to see what will be rebuilt here. That was the area that was called Captiva.
I think this house on the front here just came on the market as well. I think if you've got several million to splurge, dead center of your screen now. This one came up on the market.
Yep.
And yeah, looking over towards the sanctuary, this is Captiva.
And the sanctuary is a private golf resort?
Housing community with a
private golf club.
Yeah, there we go. And then that's looking back towards Blind Pass. Again, you can see where that sand is filled in. So I don't know what the plans are. Maybe they're going to come back and re-dredge that all out. Let's have a closer look down here. But the island's in good shape. We've had a great season for the first time since Hurricane Ian. I think the island is finally starting to look like it used to. Yeah. We had a really busy season, Christmas week, New Year's week. The lines in the restaurants, good or a bad thing for us. It's a good thing to see everybody coming back.
Yeah. Tons of shops open. The village shops are almost completely full. Periwinkle Place, Tahitian Gardens. So lots of places to shop. Lots of restaurants are open. Lots of hotels and resorts have reopened. So everybody is waiting for you guys to come visit.
And then we had our usual quiet spell just after the New Year. And then Valentine's Day is when season here really kicks off again. And true to form, there's the dreaded island traffic, but it's good in some ways. It means people are back, and it's not all construction traffic. It is
actually visitors enjoying Sanibel for all it's worth, and Captiva.
So there you go. That gives you a good view of the Turner Beach side.
And just so everybody's aware, that parking is enforced. It's $5 an hour. They've changed it now, so there's no parking meters to put money in. You actually have to use an app, but everything's explained on signs in the parking lot, so Just if you have your cell phone, you text a number, and a code comes through, a link to a website, and it's quite easy once you do it one time. It saves all your information.
And you can see they've added a lot of rocks there to ensure that the parking lot doesn't get washed away if there ever is a surge again. And let's take a closer look down on the waterway that's filled in a little bit. You can see the regular beach is still there. That hasn't changed. What has changed is the way it's filled in at the end here. And you can see it's actually carved quite a bit of the beach on the edge there. You can see it's fairly steep.
Yeah, it is quite steep, so it's a little bit tricky to get down. The sand is quite soft once you step down, but definitely worth getting down to the water's edge. The water is super clear. I can see tons of shells down there. I even saw somebody just snorkeling past with a shelling utensil, so I bet they're finding some good stuff.
So say hi to Lion.
No, he's just seen another dog, actually. The Yorkie? Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, beautiful weather. It's the perfect Florida weather. It's the weather we live for all year, where it's warm, but not humid. Breezy. And absolutely stunning.
Picture perfect.
Late afternoon here. And you can see we've got people out there enjoying the shelling. And make sure you check out, we've got a new video that just came out. We're doing a series about day trips from Sanibel and from the islands, and we've just done one about downtown Fort Myers. If you're interested in that sort of thing, check it out. And if you want to get all the updates on the island, some shellers there. If you want to get any updates on the island, make sure that you sign up for the newsletter.
Goes out every Thursday. I just uploaded it to be released tomorrow morning at 5:45 a.m. And have a guess, Nick. How many events are happening on the island this coming week?
How many events? I would say, now you see how much I have to do with the writing of this newsletter. I'm kind of busted here, but I would say 20.
Wrong. 60 plus.
60 plus events just this week.
In 1 week.
That's incredible.
Yeah, amazing. So there's so much more to do than shelling and beaching, even though that's a lot of reasons.
Give us an idea of some of the things that are going on this week, Laurie.
There is a big concert at Big Arts. There are lots of events at the library. There is a writers conference at a new gallery called the Odessa Art Gallery. There is an art hop that they're doing on Sunday where you can get a passport and visit 8 of the art galleries. You get your passport stamped, and I think you get entered for a prize. It's just a few of the fun things that are going on.
Who'd have known?
I know. Who thought?
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. This is a quick update. We hope to see you on the next one.